Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the St. Joseph's University Commencement Program. It is indeed one of the greatest honors as Provost to convene this, the ceremony of commencement for the year 2015 at St. Joseph's University. We will now pause for the national anthem, sung by Maria Galassi, class of 2015. And at the conclusion, please remain standing for the posting of the colors and the invocation, our national anthem. The invocation will be given by the Reverend Thomas Brennan of the Society of Jesus, Associate Professor of English.
Loving Creator, we know that you always accompany us, that your grace works like the air we breathe, essential to our lives. Today, we ask you to join us in a special way as these women and men prepare to graduate. You know them, the students in our graduate programs, in our degree completion programs, in the College of Professional and Liberal Studies. Look again at their dedication and their courage. See these traits in their choosing to start school a bit later, or in their choosing to return to school, or in transferring here into a very new environment. Notice, finally, the support and love that has brought them to this day, from their partners and their spouses, from their children, from their parents, from their co-workers, from their friends, from the staff and faculty here at St. Joseph's University. Let this be a reminder to them and to all of us that their degrees and their education, like all of our best efforts, these are collaborative ones. Thus may they glimpse at how you always want us to work with and for each other. We make this prayer in your name. Amen.
Please be seated. We have gathered here this morning to celebrate the achievements of the class of 2015. We believe that each and every St. Joseph's University graduate is unique and special, and all of you here today have made significant contributions to our university, our community, and the world. Graduates, this is a time of transition for you, a turning point in your journey, a time for you to move on to the next chapter in your lives. Shel Silverstein, in his poem entitled "Where the Sidewalk Ends," told us, and I quote, "To walk with a walk that is measured and slow, and go where the chalk-white arrows go, for the children they mark and the children they know, the place where the sidewalk ends." You will go to the place where the sidewalk ends, a magical place, where the opportunities for you make a difference in the world are abundant, and the impact that St. Joseph's University has had on you will be evident in every word and every action. As we honor you, our graduates today, it is also important that we recognize the many individuals who have supported you, comforted you, celebrated your accomplishments, and applauded your successes. Your journey here has been successful, and you have met your challenges because of the help you have received from others. First among your cheerleaders are your family members, and I'd like to ask the family members of all of our graduates to please stand and be recognized. Graduates, please join me in thanking them for their love and support. The members of the university faculty constitute a second group that has played a central role in the experience of our graduates. These teachers, scholars, and mentors are the ones who have guided, encouraged, challenged, and prepared the graduates for a successful, productive life beyond this campus. I invite the members of the university faculty to stand so that the graduates, parents, and friends may express their appreciation for a job well done. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to recognize our special guests. And as I recognize them, I'd like to ask them to stand and remain standing. And if you would hold your applause till I finish recognizing our special guests. First of all, our honorary degree recipient, Francis Visco, class of 1980. The chairman of the St. Joseph's University Board of Trustees, Edward Moneypenny, class of 64. And other members of the Board of Trustees, Father George Burr, Gerald Corcoran, class of 72, Bruce Crawley, class of 67, and Joe Kessler, class of 79. Let's recognize our special guests. Our first speaker this morning is Toros Entrasorian, graduating from the Hobbs School of Business degree completion program with a Bachelor of Science degree in Decision and Systems Sciences. Mr. Asadorian, if you would please come forward.
Thank you, Provost. Father Gillespie, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished faculty and staff, honored guests and graduates, thank you for taking the next few hours to speak with me. Service is an integral component of being a Jesuit. St. Ignatius of Loyola served as a Spanish soldier in his early life. Please join me in thanking those men and women, some of whom are among our midst today, for furthering this Jesuit tradition by serving our country in defense of freedom and the pursuit of all those who threaten it in the United States Armed Forces. I would also like to take a moment to remember those who have fallen in defense of our great nation. May they always be alive in our hearts and memories. Having honorably served aboard the USS Virginia, first of the Virginia-class fast-attack nuclear submarines, I can safely say that attending St. Joseph's University has been my most arduous journey thus far. Many have asked how my experience underwater compares to being here at St. Joe's. Well, 28 days in a confined metal tube without fresh air seems pale in comparison to having studied here. Working full-time, attending class full or part-time, depending on how ambitious I felt during registration. Spending time with family and maybe having a bite to eat every now and again was truly the journey that embodies Magis. In order to arrive here today, we have had to sacrifice so much. Not just us in these swanky robes, but all of you here with us today. We could not have completed this journey without the support, strength, and encouragement of you, our mentors, friends, and cherished family. So please join me once again in thanks for those people here with us in the audience and those with us in spirit for all they have done and still do to ensure the possibility of today. Most important among our sacrifice has been our time. We exist in a world where instant gratification is quickly becoming obsolete. Instant is becoming too slow. We now have a need to see into the future. Google Maps can now advise us with a great deal of accuracy the traffic conditions of tomorrow and next week. Gone are the days of knowing what the traffic is once we're in it. Knowing now is too late. I must know tomorrow. Of course, one of the things Google can't know is that before appearing here today, I failed English 101 twice. And it wasn't until this December I completed my last class at St. Joe's, which happened to be English 102. We all have stories of failures and successes. Some of you have started this path with me 7 years ago, some more recent, and some even longer ago. To think that in the face of our time being the most important commodity, all of us have consciously decided to start, continue, and finish this long journey here today. This is a sign of our faith in God and in ourselves. To make such a long commitment against the current of popular belief is truly remarkable. Bear this great success in mind as we proceed into the future, knowingly or not. Keep your faith and live with Magis. For without faith in God and the desire to be great, I'm not sure how any of this would be possible. God bless each and every one of us. God bless this university and its faculty. And God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
You can see why we love our wonderful students. Thank you so much, Mr. Asadorian. Wonderful remarks. We have another wonderful student who's going to come forward and speak. Our next speaker is Ms. Chantal Hubert. She's graduating from the College of Arts and Sciences with a Master of Science in Education degree, reading specialist. Please come forward, Ms. Hubert.
Good morning, President Gillespie, faculty, family, friends, and especially the members of the graduating class of 2015. Yes. This is a wonderful moment of celebration for us, for everyone here today, but above all, for my fellow graduates. Through your talent, hard work, accomplishment, and determination, you have earned this day of recognition, reflection, and celebration. This is your day. This is your finish line, or maybe. I am humbled and grateful for the opportunity to stand here before you today. My name is Chantel Hubert. I teach at George School, a Quaker day and boarding high school in Newtown, Pennsylvania. Not only am I responsible for my students in the classroom, I serve my students outside of the classroom as a dorm teacher, or some may call me a dorm parent, meaning I literally live at work. I have a unique opportunity to reach my students, both in and outside of the traditional educational setting, to be able to mold and shape their learning in a way that transcends the classroom. Basically, to care for their entire being, the whole student. This was one of the reasons why I chose St. Joseph's University, because I believe in its mission, its values, and its educational philosophy of cura personalis, care of the whole person. And it was a perfect school for the mission I believe I'm here to fulfill. I was inspired to teach when I learned that my late father was illiterate. When I was 8 years old, I helped him learn to read a book by Dr. Seuss, and that sparked something within me. It made me want to share the joy of literature and help increase adolescent and adult literacy. I felt that I should teach others in order to avoid the hardships that my father had to endure. Literacy for my father became a bridge from an uncertain future to one of hope and confidence. So now, I have a couple of questions here. What drives a person who experiences challenging times to continue on his or her journey? The key word is drive. And what is drive? The word itself is intangible. I have another question, but before I get to this question, I'd like to acknowledge someone who's sitting next to me. Her name is Maureen, and she's 74 years old. She amazing, inspired me, first degree, and she was determined to make it here today and to be here today. What inspires that? It's intangible. We can't see it. Many of you here have heard the term, where there's a will, there's a way. How does one ignite the will to find the way? The key word here again is will. And once again, this is intangible. We can't see it. While the answers to these questions may vary amongst everyone here as a result of our individual experiences, one thing is clear. In order to move forward to a future of hope, we are fueled by the intangible. We are fueled by something within us which gives us the drive and the will to persevere. Thinking back to one of my first teaching experiences in Philadelphia, I was so unsure of myself and whether or not I was effective in the classroom. And now I realize education is indeed about the whole person. You need to learn about young people, the young people in front of you, in order to know the whole person, in order to know where they come from and what matters to them. And although teaching is a critical part of the learning process, it is not the essence of education itself. Listen to your students. Try to understand who they are and the world as they see it. You will be moved and inspired by what you hear, and you'll have more of a connection with them as a result. This type of reflective practice is just a small part of what I take away from my master's program here at St. Joseph's University, and yet another spark within me on my path to a brighter and more hopeful future. I can't personally speak for each of you here today, but what you know, what we have accomplished is not easy. It's not an easy accomplishment by any means. To do outstanding work takes commitment, patience, and careful thought. You have shown that you have what it takes to become more independent in your thinking and ultimately leaders in your chosen fields. Some of you will be using your graduate degrees to advance your careers, others to change career paths, and yet others of you will pursue advanced doctoral degrees. So, as much as we see the finish line of graduating as the end of something, the pinnacle of something, it is also the beginning of an exhilarating new stage in our lives. Once again, I congratulate you all, but before I leave, I find it fitting that this is the year Billie Holiday would have turned 100. And I'd like to leave you with a message. God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. Congratulations, class of 2015.
We are so blessed as faculty and staff to work with wonderful students like Ms. Hubert and Mr. Asadorian. Thank you so much for those wonderful remarks, very inspiring. And we're so thankful that you've been a part of our community. St. Joseph's is very proud today to acknowledge the accomplishments of an extraordinary individual whose commitment to Jesuit education and ideals makes her worthy of recognition with an honorary degree from St. Joseph's University. So now Joseph D'Angelo, Dean of the Hobbs School of Business, will present Francis Visco, class of 1980. So Dr. D'Angelo, would you come forward, please?
I am pleased and honored to introduce Francis M. Visco, JD, an influential activist for breast cancer research, support, and funding, who graduated cum laude from St. Joseph's University in 1980, and who has been my friend since we were 2 years old. A breast cancer survivor, Francis Visco is the first president of the National Breast Cancer Coalition, the NBCC, a grassroots network that aims to end breast cancer through the power of action and advocacy. Ms. Visco began her career in law after graduating from Villanova University School of Law, where she served as an editor of the Villanova Law Review and as chair of the Women's Law Caucus. She was a partner in a large Philadelphia law firm, concentrating her practice on commercial and multi-district litigation until 1995, when she left to focus full-time on her efforts with NBCC. Established in May 1991, the NBCC has more than 600 member organizations and 60,000 individual members. In addition to her leadership of the coalition, Ms. Visco is also a member of its board of directors. In 1993, President Clinton appointed Ms. Visco as one of the 3 members of the President's Cancer Panel, and she was reappointed to successive terms. She served as the member of the President's Cancer Panel Special Commission on Breast Cancer and was the first consumer to chair the integration panel of the Department of Defense peer-reviewed breast cancer research program. She has also co-chaired the National Action Plan on Breast Cancer and served on the National Cancer Policy Board. Ms. Visco frequently lectures throughout the United States and internationally on the politics of breast cancer and women's health advocacy issues. She has testified before congressional committees and panels and has offered scientific and governmental policy presentations to research, governmental, and scientific entities. A Philadelphia resident, she also appears on national and local media discussing women's health. Ms. Visco has served on the panels for the Institute of Medicine and as a member of its roundtable on evidence-based medicine. She is a previous member of the board of directors of Women's Way in Philadelphia, the nation's oldest and largest women's funding federation. I am often asked why I left my law firm blog, Ms. Visco, in the Huffington Post in 2013. And I usually shrug. I simply cannot conceive of doing anything else because giving has always played an important role in my life. Giving my time, energy, and money to NBCC so that we can end breast cancer has brought me a level of joy and contentment that I could not have found in any other way. In recognition of Ms. Visco's leadership and contributions to breast cancer advocacy, she has received many awards and honors, including the American Cancer Society Distinguished Service Award and a Public Service Award for outstanding leadership and dedicated service from the American Association for Cancer Research. She was twice named one of the 40 most influential people in the pharmaceutical industry by World Pharmaceutical Frontiers magazine. St. Joseph's University is very proud to honor Ms. Frances Visco with the degree of Doctor of Public Service honoris causa.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this incredible honor. I truly appreciate it. And congratulations to all of you for your amazing accomplishments. You know, this commencement and this day is about you. It's to celebrate you, your future, your achievements. And I have a few minutes to talk to you, and I promise no more than that. At this point, you've put a great deal of work and resources into choosing your path. You have an idea of what your future will look like. You know what you will do with your education, how you will apply it to your professional life. I know I did. But I want to ask you to always remain open to a different possibility. I graduated from St. Joseph's Night School. I, of course, did not for a moment imagine I would be here today receiving this honor. You see, I grew up in West Philadelphia, across the street from Joe D'Angelo, in an Italian neighborhood in, let's say, an economically challenged single-parent home. While working during the day, I took night classes here at St. Joe's. I graduated high school in 1965 and college in 1980. There were several stops and restarts. It was difficult trying to get a degree while working full-time, and that may resonate with some of you. Now, I thought of all of those things as limitations, and instead, they turned out to be incentives, fuel that gave me the strength to challenge the status quo and the ability to be relentless while pursuing my passion, to take risks and make different choices. My hope was law school, which I finally began in 1980 when I was 32 years old. So I had a pretty late start, and that may resonate with some of you also. The fact is, none of it turned out the way I envisioned. The day of my graduation or any time before then. And it is important to know that that is more than okay, because stuff happens. When I graduated from law school, I ended up at a firm, not the ACLU as I had dreamed, and I became a partner working in commercial litigation and antitrust law, not for social justice as I had hoped. But that experience gave me the business acumen I would need for my mission. I channeled my interest in social issues as a volunteer for nonprofit organizations, especially those focused on women's issues. I became involved in political campaigns. I married, had a son. It was a very nice life, from Simpson Street in West Philadelphia to night school at St. Joseph's, to a law partnership and a family and a place in my community. And then, in 1987, I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 39, when my son was 14 months old. Stuff certainly does happen. I let that particular stuff turn my life upside down. I became a volunteer for a local breast cancer organization and then part of a new organization and a national movement to end breast cancer. It took over my life. With my family's support and encouragement, I gave up my law practice. I knew nothing about being the head of a nonprofit, little about public speaking and fundraising, and even less about science. But I had found a passion. Because of the many women and men across the country who share that passion, the NBCC has made an enormous difference. Because of them, I have been in the East Room of the White House, at the podium with the President of the United States, and on stage in the Élysée Palace with the President of France. On their behalf, I have testified before congressional committees, been on the nightly news. I've traveled the world speaking and campaigning about breast cancer. I've had the opportunity to work with amazing scientists and dedicated policymakers. I've had the privilege to meet and join with women and men everywhere who care deeply about this issue and want to change the world for the rest of us. That is not at all the path I contemplated when I graduated St. Joseph's or Villanova Law School. But I had found my passion. St. Joe's prides itself on teaching the concepts of living greater and beyond oneself, of reflecting on your choices. These concepts have had very real application in my life. I chose, admittedly after not much reflection, to give up parts of a very nice life for a totally unexpected opportunity and unknown future to join the fight for social justice. So my message to you today is not to worry if the plan you have today doesn't quite work out. You, like me, may start on one course and then find yourself re-energized and fulfilled by something completely different. We are all several steps ahead of the game because we've had the education and training to make different choices from those we see right now. If you find a passion, and I hope you do if you haven't yet, I hope you'll go for it. I sincerely hope it does not come from a life-threatening illness, but I hope you find it somewhere. Passion isn't necessarily about what you always thought you would be doing, or even what you've prepared yourself to do. What's important is your ability to ignore the noise around you and the temptation to stay on course, to pursue what you love. I know many of you are thinking, I just want to celebrate where I am today. It was a lot of hard work and sacrifice to get here. So please, don't ask me to do even more. And today you do get a chance to relax. But tomorrow, I wish you passion. I hope that each of you find a cause that is meaningful or a mission that you believe in as a volunteer or as part of your daily work. So today we celebrate you and toast to your future, to choices, and to finding that passion. And I thank you for allowing me to share this celebration with you.
Thank you, Ms. Visco. Very inspiring remarks. We are so proud to have you as an alum and as well as a recipient of an honorary degree. Thank you so much. It's now time for our president to address the graduates, and so I ask the Reverend C. Kevin Gillespie of the Society of Jesus to please come forward and address our graduates.
Class of 2015. You have gathered here on this 15th year of the 21st century to mark, perhaps certainly a joyful occasion, but there may be a tinge of sadness. In celebrating your commencement, you recognize the end of your time at St. Joseph's University as students, but also beginning a new place in your life's journey. For some, it is the continuation of a successful career. For others, new opportunities are on the horizon. For many of our PLS and HD students, graduate or professional awaits. For a model of success in these endeavors, our graduates need look no further than today's honorary degree recipient, herself an alumna from the class of 1980. Frances Visco has spent countless hours promoting women's health issues. Her breast cancer advocacy has been recognized by leaders across the country and indeed the world. Frances, thank you for your extraordinary example. Congratulations, and you are a woman of the modest. Congratulations. Now, you need to know I'm the youngest of 6 children, and as the youngest, I get the good news, sometimes the bad news, but as the good news, I spread it, and so my family calls me the Gazette. I always have stories to tell about turning family happenings into an event. I like to suggest that's what I do here on campus, telling your stories, the good stories, and yes, in a certain way, I feel proud and I brag about you and your accomplishments. You have every right to brag along with me. I have heard so many stories of your hard work and sacrifices, and your families know the intimate journey, the struggles, the long hours, the ways of, can I work full-time and still work this degree? This is a heroic accomplishment you have achieved, members of the class of 2015. Others have spent too many nights away from their families. I remember when I was teaching my own students, grad students, at graduation, their partner would say, can I have my wife back, or can I have my husband back from those commitments? Well, this is the way the achievement of the whole family works. You graduates really have done it together with your family and friends. In many ways, my journey as president of St. Joe's has mirrored yours as students. I was announced as president-elect in 2001. As many of you perhaps were beginning the course of study. Now we both start new chapters in our relationship with this great university. Though our roles will be changing, our connection to this beautiful campus, but really this soul of education here embodied through our faculty, into the classroom, and into the adventures of learning, is something that we return together tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. In our mission statement, we speak of lifelong education, lifelong formation. And so we begin a new journey in our formation as men and women for others. As we prepare to leave this tent, I'm reminded of the words of another gentleman who was Jesuit educated, and will be soon visiting Philadelphia. Jorge Maria Bergoglio, now known as Pope Francis. In an address to the students of Jesuit schools of Italy and Albania in 2013, the Holy Father, a fellow Jesuit, spoke on the importance of being magnanimous. He said that to be magnanimous means having a great heart, having greatness of mind. It means having great ideals, to wish to do great things, to respond to what our loving God asks each of us. That concept is familiar here at St. Joseph's. Not coincidentally, we use a word with the same Latin root, the magis, a maiorem Dei gloria, for the greater glory of God. This is the magis challenge, to reach and beyond ourselves for the greater good. We've heard about the greater good in some of your stories. Maureen Cavanaugh, a woman of 74 years, what a magnificent journey. Another woman, Terry Jones, who began her journey here in 1985. What a magnificent accomplishment. Class of 2015, you know your journey, your family, that heroic passion that your classmates spoke of. Take that passion, move it forward, serve others, and move it forward so that ultimately you embrace the goal here on campus is transmitted and indeed will change the world. And so, members of the class of 2015, I invoke the words of St. Ignatius of Loyola, the founder of the Jesuits, that at the heart of this education, go and set the world on fire. Thank you.
Thank you, Father Gillespie. I'm sure that you know that this is his last year for celebrating commencement with us as president. So I'd ask us all to stand, and Father Gillespie, would you stand? And I'd like to recognize you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, students, your moment has come. During their years at St. Joseph's University, many of our graduates have demonstrated excellence in their academic work and in leadership. The medals they wear today symbolize that excellence. We will now acknowledge these students. I ask you to please stand when your name is called and remain standing until all the names from your college have been read. And I ask those of you out there to please hold your applause until all the student names from each college have been read. I now ask Dr. Amanda Thomas, to come forward, who will read the names of the awardees from the College of Arts and Sciences, and following her will be Dr. Joseph D'Angelo, who will read the names of the awardees from the Hobbs School of Business. So Dr. Thomas, would you come forward?
I am pleased to announce the awardees from the Professional and Liberal Studies program. Biology Award, Matthew Lamar. Education Award, Flaviani Eichenberg. Health Administration Award, Sharia Hopkins. Legal Studies Award, Peter Shalou. Organizational Development and Leadership Award, Jamil J. Medina. Professional and Liberal Studies Award, Carol Metellus. Psychology Award, Joanna C. Sims. Psychology Award, Eric A. Sweech. The Sergeant Patrick McDonald Criminal Justice Award, John C. Oliveri. The Michael F. Marr S.J. Award, Flaviani Eichenberg. The Robert H. Palestini Leadership Award, Terry Jones. Please recognize these students from Professional and Liberal Studies. Please be seated. The College of Arts and Sciences recognizes the following student awardees in the graduate programs. Biology Award, Caitlin Kemmel. Computer Science Award, Xian Elaine Zhang. Criminal Justice Award, Anthony Fatizzi. Educational Leadership Award, Daniel Highland. Health Administration Award, Brian A. Hammer. Healthcare Ethics Award, Michael G. Barkowski. Instructional Technology Award, Anthony Soreski. Online Accelerated Teaching Certification Award, Bren Andrea. Organizational Development and Leadership Award, Chelsea Sproul. Psychology Award, Emily Grossner. The Nicholas Rashford S.J. Dissertation Award, Dr. Marie W. Bunner. Reading Specialist Award, Emily Labey. Secondary Mathematics Education Award, Christopher Copeland. Special Education Award, Sonia Vospikian. Teacher Education Award, Sarah DeLuca. Writing Studies Award, David Jackson. Please recognize the students from the College of Arts and Sciences. Please be seated. Dean Joseph D'Angelo will read the names for the Haub degree completion and the Haub School of Business.
I am pleased to announce the student awardees from the Haub Degree Completion Program. The Haub School of Business Degree Completion Program Award, Dimitriti Kojebnikov. The Alumni Association Award, Brian Carr. The Joseph W. Hickey Award, Joseph P. Flynn. The David A. Lynch Award, Vincent McGee. Please recognize the students from the Haub Degree Completion Program. The Erevan K. Haub School of Business recognizes the following student awardees in the graduate programs. The Business Intelligence Award, Sean Bai. The Executive Food Marketing Leadership Award, Simone Schuster. The Executive Master of Business Administration 1-Year Award, Jamie Woodside. The Executive Master of Business Administration 20-Month Program, Michael Thompson. The Financial Services Award, David McGee. Nobody applauds for David? What? Yeah. The Managing Human Capital Award, Allison Profit. The Master of Business Administration Academic Leadership Award, Jake Harrison Pacini. The Master of Science and International Marketing Award, Yanbai Zhu. The Online Pharmaceutical and Healthcare Marketing MBA, Jane Iardi. The Pharmaceutical and Healthcare Marketing MBA, Christopher Bertolino. Please recognize the students from the Haub School of Business. Please be seated.
The President of the University will now confer degrees on the candidates of the class of 2015 who have met all of the requirements for the said degrees and who have been approved by the faculty, the deans, and the Board of Trustees. Today, St. Joseph's University is pleased to present the graduates from the Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership program. In addition to their demanding coursework, these students have also completed doctoral dissertations, and we are very, very proud of the achievements of this community of scholars. Dean Amanda Thomas will now present the candidates. Dean Thomas.
In my capacity as Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, I ask that all candidates for the Doctor of Educational Leadership degree in the College of Arts and Sciences Please stand.
By virtue of the authority vested by the General Assembly of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania in St. Joseph's University and delegated to me by the Board of Trustees, and acting upon the recommendation of the Dean and Faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, I do hereby confer upon you the said degrees with all the rights and privileges attached thereunto. Congratulations.
We will now award diplomas to these graduates, and Dean Thomas will present the candidates. I want you to please come forward as your name is called, and as traditional, the doctoral students will be hooded by the chairs of their dissertation committees. Dean Thomas, please come forward.
Gifty Key, Chair, Dr. Carrie Anderson. Khadija Bright, Chair, Dr. Terry Furin. Patricia Blanding Stewart, Chair, Dr. Robert Palestini. Ruba Abdo, Chair, Dr. Robert Palestini. Jason Bacani, Chair, Dr. Amy Tarosky. Jill Schreiber, Chair, Dr. Amy Tarosky. Essence Allen, Chair, Dr. Amy Tarosky. Abitahal Abudawood, Chair, Dr. Aubrey Wang. Nicole Bricketto. Chair, Dr. Aubrey Wang. Congratulations.
Let's recognize one more time the graduates of the Doctor of Educational Leadership program. Candidates from the Hobb Degree Completion Program will now be presented by their dean, Dr. Joseph D'Angelo. Dean D'Angelo, please come forward.
In my capacity as Dean of the Erevon K. Hobb School of Business, I ask that all candidates for the certificate and associate degrees and the Bachelor of Science degrees in the Erevon K. Hobb School of Business please stand.
By virtue of the authority vested by the General Assembly of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania in St. Joseph's University and delegated to me by the Board of Trustees, and acting upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty of the Ervin K. Hobb School of Business, I do hereby confer upon you the said degrees with all the rights and privileges attached thereunto. Congratulations.
Baccalaureate graduates, please don your hoods.
Would you please be seated once you've donned your hoods? Thank you. Candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences Professional and Liberal Studies program will now be presented by their dean, Dr. Amanda Thomas. Dean Thomas, please come forward.
I ask that all candidates for the certificate and associate's degrees and the Bachelor of Arts and the Bachelor of Sciences degrees in the Professional and Liberal Studies program please stand.
By virtue of the authority vested by the General Assembly of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania in St. Joseph's University and delegated to me by the Board of Trustees, and acting upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences Professional and Liberal Studies program, I do hereby confer upon you the said degrees with all the rights and privileges attached thereunto. Congratulations.
Baccalaureate candidates, please don your hoods.
You've done that well. You can be seated now. The candidates for the master's degree from the Irvin K. Hobb School of Business will now be presented by their dean, Dr. Joseph D'Angelo. Dean D'Angelo, please come forward.
In my capacity as Dean of the Erevon K. Hobb School of Business, I ask that all candidates for the degrees of Master of Science and Master of Business Administration in the Executive and MBA programs in the Hobb School please stand.
By virtue of the authority vested by the General Assembly of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania in St. Joseph's University and delegated to me by the Board of Trustees, and acting upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty of the Irvin K. Hobbs School of Business, I do hereby confer upon you the said degrees with all the rights and privileges attached thereunto. Congratulations.
Graduates, please don your hoods.
Please recognize the graduates from the Hobbs School of Business. And you may be seated now. Thank you. The candidates for the master's degree from the College of Arts and Sciences will now be presented by their dean, Dr. Amanda Thomas. Dr. Thomas, please come forward.
In my capacity as Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, I ask that all candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts and Master of Science in the College of Arts and Sciences please stand.
By virtue of the authority vested by the General Assembly of the Commonwealth in Pennsylvania and St. Joseph's University and delegated to me by the Board of Trustees, and acting upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, I do hereby confer upon you the said degrees with all the rights and privileges attached thereunto. Congratulations.
Graduates, please don your hoods.
I ask you to again please recognize the graduates from the College of Arts and Sciences. And you need to be seated as soon as you finish doing your hoods. Please be seated. Please be seated. You will come up to the stage pretty soon, but you need to be seated. We will now award diplomas to the graduates. You get your diplomas now, beginning with the College of Arts and Sciences Professional Liberal Studies Program and the Hobbs Degree Completion Program. And now, since we have hundreds of students who will be coming to the stage, I ask that all their guests please remain in their seats so that this part of the program can proceed. Please do not stand or come up to the aisles to take photographs. We do have a professional photographer to take photos of each graduate, and I'm sure you'll have plenty of photos. Students, please be aware that your photo will be taken as the president congratulates you, so that you really should kind of look for the camera so you can have a nice picture. Graduates' names will be read by Associate Deans Dr. Vaca and Zervanos. And I ask you to please hold your applause until all of the graduates have received their diplomas. Graduates, please begin to come forward.
Maureen Kavanaugh. Toros Asadorian. Yad Loski. Kyle Matthew Summers. Beverly Lowe. Matthew Stone Fahey. Joseph Patrick Flynn. Anthony Michael Lucino. Vincent L. McGee, Sr. Brittany Danielle Gilbert. Jamar Mayor. Roseanne Ford. Rhoda Bayo Nyenka. George K. Sabah. Maria Ava Cabanales, magna cum laude. All right. Michelle Catherine Gertelman.
Anna Koenig. Gainsley Duverville. Peter Shulu. Cheryl Ann Ewing. Tamika Lynn Peoples. Tara M. Kelly. Nikema Payne. Carla J. Lockett. Jacqueline Camille Jordan. LaShawn L. Bailey. Lisa Sharon Pollock. Crystal Dion Brooks. Kimberly Alicia Coleman. Margot Aileen. James R. Barkley Jr. Stephanie L. Jackson. Elise Eichenhofer. Roberta Inter Hamilton. Roberta Inetter Hamilton. I'm trying to. Mugisha Bitarijo. Ariane Silva. Erica Emily Rendon Rosas. They're mixed, okay. Well.
Lisa Jane Eleanor Braconier. Jambia Osman. Quinette Reed. Carrie Ann Feeney. Peter L. Buckwalter, cum laude. Salimata Konadi, Cheryl L. Pelzer, Crystal Taylor, James Nicholas Copes, Carl E. Wilson, Shannon Renee Ryan, Deborah Sakal Pazika, Stephen J. Rose Jr., James L. Bennett Jr., Shakina Sharmika Rush, Bernard Vincent Quaney, Christy Muller, Archel Jean Kalir, Christine Nicole Terra, summa cum laude, Andrew McLean Daly, Timothy James Spain, cum laude, Jamil Judith Medina, Marcia M. Flowers, Armand Sinclair Johnson, Felicia Marat, Caitlin Fitty, Bobby Wabowo, Sergi Nicholas, Werlin Nicholas, Christian E. Ridley, Adana Durian, Aisha Mofield, David Andrew Kennedy Jr., Kyle Evans Williams, Flavani Eichenberg, Carol Matulis, Terry Colette Jones, summa cum laude, Donna Maria Santiago, magna cum laude, Fernanda Baggio Loren, John David Gaskell, Amanda C. Hunsberger, Stephanie Althea Armstrong, Saeed Elman Yawi, Aaron Lauren Kelly, Tony Marie Sudan, Tayetta Maisha Daniels, Edward Barrios Jr., cum laude, Matthew Williams Lamar, magna cum laude, Tamira Sherry Shaw, Karina D. Sepulveda Rivera, Tahira Latoya Montgomery Noel, Efron Armari Sayun.
Let's have one more time recognizing our undergraduate degree recipients from the College of Arts and Sciences and the Howell Degree Completion Program. Okay, we're moving forward now to award diplomas to the graduates of the Hobbs School of Business. And the graduates' names will be read by Professors Benglian, Sillip, and Waldron, and Associate Dean Steve Forth. Again, I ask you to please hold your applause until all of the graduates have received their diplomas. So graduates, again, from the Graduate School of the Hobbs School of Business, please begin to come forward, and we will recognize you.
Leonie Alexandre.
I'm going to share with you.
Darcy Lynn Eve Brazel. Jacqueline Kanzler. John Lanier Byers. Nicole Michael Vaughn. Charlene F. Woods. Calvin Christopher Braxton II. Leslie Renee Wood. Sandra A. Sage. Chris Silver. John Wickersham. Justin Herb Schum. Brianne Marie Miller. Michael Edward Thompson. Mark A. Reese. Michael G. Gaza. Michael J. Gomer. Jason Michael Bender. John George McCool III. Josiah C. Stiles. Thomas J. Hughes. Nicholas Aaron Plant. Sean C. Smith. Heather D. Stecker. Gloria A. Allen. Ryan Reed Bowers. Carla Castro Lepore. Linda Rita Delapia. Nicole Marie Cantu. Jesselyn Ray Phillips. Kenyetta M. Kitchens. Olu Yemi Olenlalgu Buchner. Dennis Maurice Dumpson. Carolyn D. Sukorpizo. I'm sorry. Hazel Bizel Doidum. Spiro Skiptuous Antipas. Michael P. Bride. Ujral Sareen. Michael Lawrence Conaway. Ryan B. Heist. Jamie Lee Woodside. Kathleen M. Hennessy. Samantha M. Godshall. Jennifer A. Kessler. Jill Liana Best. Tung Du Nugjen. John Patrick Hart. Glenn Douglas Bryan Jr. Dimitri Tkach. Matthew Ebrantis Costa. Narain Sami H. Butts. Richmond Owasu Ampumpa. Shweta Shindwater Atre. Matthew Joel Koch. Nicholas Gino Pirelli. Daniel M. Furman. Michael Francis Gurman. Cynthia Ann Martinez. Brandon Thomas Evans. Christopher James Bertolino. Okay. Luke Michael Fogel Sr.
Vincent Paul Kydell. Jennifer Parsons. Christopher Lee Toland. Tiffany Hutkowski. Jennifer Gillespie. Alexandra Jane Wyman. Renee Haley. Graham Alistair Furley Dryden. William Marshall Irvin. Rasa Navikata. Emily Joan Cahill. James Robert Humphrey. Patricio Honore. Meredith Austin Heppy. Will R. Gotland. Laura Louise Sweet. Brendan Gifford. Michelle A. Santoro. Karina S. Whitmore. Luke Joshua Bader. John Mathusen. Ajender Kumar Sharma. Zenzeo Zon. Sean Bay. Jan Takrika Narnamwa. Nami Jilijan. Anil Kuniyar Naramyamnan. Thank you. Muhab Mohammed Mutahar. Courtney Barnes. I'm going to let you go.
Natasha F. Charles, Martha Thomas, Christina Kolowski, Camille Tarangon, Kevin P. Henry, Kevin Naus, Christian J. Hess, Cheryl B. Johnson, Christy Ann Eldling Day, Jeremy G. Chaudet, Christina Faye Upshur, Erica A. Matsumoto, Andrea Paula Lee, Hamad C. Cohn, James F. Angelari, John A. Ponnet Jr., Christina Joy Smallars, Alyssa M. Purcell, Ronelle Jennifer Myers, Simone Schuster, Supna Talati White, Paul Brower, Victoria L. Derzinko, Diane Marie Bonseler, Daniel Anthony D'Angelo, Mark Ryan Madrick, Andrew J. Petrowski, Rocco Alexander Lugreen, Emmanuel Carmen Disporto Jr., James Charles Hoyt III, Kyle Allen Pierce, Morgan A. Murrin, Shamira Lenore Brewer, Jennifer Elizabeth Ward,
Thomas A. Hurley Jr., Philip M. Miele, Michael A. Siri III, Jason C. Barton, Joseph Carl Marguerite, Siobhan E. Leonard, Jennifer L. Kelly, James Andrew Dunn, Judy Lynn D. Miller, Cheryl B. Anderson, Colleen Susan Anderson, Nashonda L. Lucky, Bernadette Marie Segreezy, Norman D. Hunkowski, Michelle M. Van Wert, Jennifer Lynn Kleinfelter, Stephen Matthew Shacklish, Ashley L. Kaiser, David P. Menglio Jr., Ahmad Ahmadi, Tom Brawley, Cheryl Lynn Guzman, Kara Lynn Schenk, Joseph Martin Crimmins III, Jeffrey M. Remmel, Rich Bubka, Stephen P. Gill, Megan E. Sherbach, Deborah J. Blair, Joseph V. Keltz Jr., Paul Stephen Maurer, Frank J. Ricchetti III, Michael H. Hines Jr., Kathleen S. Mendola, Ron McMillan, Elena M. Gazzari,
Hope Michelle Jenna Rossi, Benjamin Coffer Steenrod, Kelly Jane Barnes, Matthew C. Getz, Brian P. Moore, Nelson Zurita, Brandon Gergel, Yi Yu, Jessica DeLeon, I'm sorry, Jessica, Ashley Bianca Robinson, Diana Lynn Frank, Idris Simeon Hilliard, Devin Nicholas Teichman, Vincent Mignona, Stella Bibos. Patricia Jane Toy. Miriam Anna Heffel. Lisa Nagy. Lan Chen. Tianyu Gao. Churtilok Guldeep Lok. Wenqi Chen. Xuan Du. Jiali Shu. Chao Chen. Shushu Lu. Wong N. Li. Kai Liu. Pinbai Wu. Jun Zhou. Ji Li. Yingdao Ku. Qian Zheng. Yongqi Shi. Shanshu Lo. Xian Wang. Dong An. Jill Waters. Alex M. Riley. Jennifer Liu. Latasha Antoinette Becton. Linda Marie Wallace. Anthony Clark. Andres Eduardo Delgado. Javier Eduardo Leon Rodriguez. David Frederico Ponce Gomez. Jason Stephen Kinelski. Michael Andrew Leslie. Vivian Castillo. Ralia Sofia Casantes. Manaz Ebrahami. Yunji Zhou. Lingyi Tsei. Bumi Virenda Shah.
Lila Aladat, David McGee, Sean Richard Pineton, Feinfent Lee, Teming Kong, Kun Hu, Jen Shen, Stephen Michael Nurbert Jr., Quinn Ji, Yan Zi, Han Wong, Zi Chen, Yu Du, Zoe Marin Tashi, Yangping Li, William Fincher, Min Hao Wang, Jun Hao Dong, Yi Zhen, Xiaoyo Nan Yui, Jai Ji Wang, Ning Wei Li, Xiao Gu, Li Jin, Jolin Jana, Boinga Son, Yan Li, Ying Si, Junma Jing, Hana Boa, Minyan Zhang, Yu Yen, Han Kyung Yang, Yi Zhang, Bingji Li, Yuyo Li, Lia Fu, Kun Lin, Muriel Pecoria, Dinshin Song, Fei Yang,
Leon Liu, Lu Si, Yangfi He, Quinn Zhang, Kashia Sakila Veronica Lamard Moskov, Megan Beth Boschheim, Leon Zhang, Lin Lin, Edward A. McGross, Fai Li, Lu Lu, Sono Nerali, Sandeep Grandamoa, Priyanka Mohan, Asika Arroya, David Poland, Otto Scott Lauder, Nicole Marie Brennan, Mark Stephen Russo, Brian Young, Rebecca Margaret Shepard, Marcia Tim Neese, T. Raymond Foley III, Christian L. Hermanson, Carolyn J. Carlson, Amanda J. Shaw, Genevieve Mac Dean, Stacy Lee King, Valerie Marie Adams, Christine Stabler, John C. Wood, Michael Ripchinsky, Lee Monroe Duke II, Christopher T. Addis, Jianan Li, Yiling Ji, Jiangxiu Zhao, Yanbai Zhu, Xiling Cheng, Yu Lu, Zhu Zherong, Yu Jia, Ming Gang, Mary Joyce B. Rizos Espiritu, Dipku Sha Ri, Jason Paul Zelensnik, Barbara Ann Dietz, Yugu Shen, Lu Yang Wang, Tian Wei Dai, Tao Wang, Zhu Wai Shai.
Let's please recognize all of those wonderful students receiving graduate degrees in the Hobbs School of Science. We will now award diplomas to the graduate students from the College of Arts and Sciences. The names will be read by Professors Mindell, Kuykendall, and Darlington. Again, please hold your applause until all the graduates have received their diplomas. And I ask those students receiving graduate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences to please begin coming forward.
Chantel K. Hubert, Fatima Lopez Resende, Martha I. Davis, Tamara Lynn Hefner, Kristen Norell Koch, Megan McCafferty, Dolores Ann McMurray, Avril Eklund, Carolyn A. Hunt, Megan Therese Service, Deandra Riddick, Hara Albu Kitan, Jasmine Yvonne De Guzman Ramirez, Caitlin A. Kimmel, Joseph Robert Boland, Anthony W. Crousdale, Sarah A. Moss, Nelson Antonio Melendez, Ali Haidar, Jacqueline A. Kim, Brittany Monrick D, Meredith A. Breen, Dominique Marais Lance, Carmen Raquel Al-Injur, Stephanie Ann Crowder, Aaron Joseph Cavazos, Daniel M. Babiak, David Ryan Smith, Michael A. McNair, Lynette Fuller Peters, Brittany Sharnice Barnes, Mary Ann S. Harris, Catherine A. Stewart, Elise Sarah Holland, Jacqueline P. Kelly, Jennifer Ann Reed. Robert Linwood Young. Uju Chukwa M. Ugarje. Lujane Shigdon. Close. Barinda K. Here. Karima A. Oglesby. Abraham Ayilar. Takim Taj Ragland. Chi T. Stacy Stanhoff Colter. Kevin Patrick Harrigan Sr. Julie Marie Devaney. Laura Elizabeth Raphael. Bethany K. Weber. Haley S. Gunther. Elizabeth Ann Petech.
Eric Earl Solomon. Jamie Kashi. Kushbu Kadia. Arlene Brackett. Derek Joseph Vernon Sawyer. Florence Yvette Walker. Denaja S. Miller. Tiffany Brown. Matthew K. Peugeot. Brendan Maloney. Joshua S. Nespoli. Robert John Stoop. Dwayne R. Glover. James Lewis McCants. Joanne Piambino. Otika Solomon Swen. Delilah Christina Kramer. Stephanie Jean Geratis. Danielle C. Bethel. Manuel Fontanes. Laura A. Goodmanson. Mary Alexandra Kersey. Morgan Lindsay Roberts. Ishnell Charles Bradley. Samira P. Walker. Shanice Dion Brockenborough. Shane E. Diffendorfer. Renee Yvonne Edwards. Vista C. Goyton. Evan Adam Dalton. Dana Lynn Schrader. Ronald J. Ross. Kevin Antonio Lee. Gina Christina Seco. Vincent P. Mundy. James Joseph Kenny Jr. Patricia L. Miller. Heidi Jo Gordon.
Kristen Feeney. Taylor Ann Brooks. Lindsay M. Young. Marina Komenko. Yelena Libkina. Terry Jenkins Allen. Sharon Alexis Anderson. Caitlin Sawicki. Michelle Nunez Rios. Tiffany C. Green. Elizabeth Lee Yancey. Sarah Sanson DeLuca. Jamie Doreen Chodrinska. Nora Elizabeth Young. Daniel Patrick O'Sullivan. Caitlin Joelle Chakowski. Mary Rose Leva. Angel Ibarra. Sean Thomas Mager. Benjamin P. York. Alexandra Costa. Lisa Allison Chen. Minor Melendez. Christopher E. Copeland. Elizabeth Konopka. Lenworth Alan Nelson. Matthew Charles Joram. Kimberly Ann Bunani. Danielle M. Rosati. Brigitte Christine Ayub. Mig Lee Achio. Megan Renee White. Daniel Joseph Highland. Kevin McHugh. Louis Michael Petreco. Louis Charles Gardiner. Chelsea E. Sproul. Christina Marie Garofalo. Jessica Ann Witzke. Courtney Ann Tomlinson. Lindsay Martin. Rohani Narayan. Allison Paige Tice. Ariana Marie Biliris, Mohammed Mohsen Asubea, Jordan Elizabeth Guido, Kelly A. Riccadelli, Yoheved Lily Palushik, Lindsay Ann Dender, Raymond William Traley, Allison Cazares, Christy J. Goldstein Taverno, Amy Yvette Patterson, Christian Montanez Carrillo, Richard J. Zambino Jr., Antonio Phillips,
Jennifer Lynn Burton, Allison A. McConnell, Kimberly D. DeBenny, Megan Deanna Donahue, Deborah C. Morgan, Catherine Louise Dudek, Ebony Stevens, John Booz Jr., Douglas H. Schultz, Nakib Hadir Abidi, Alfredo Omar Amaya, Catherine Nicole Orth, John H. McManus, Bianca A. Augustine McClendon, Anissa M. Cross, Philoria N. Moore, Jonisha Marie Bryce, Richard Capoza Clifford, Joseph E. Jones Jr., Jesse Kesali Jala, Jasmine Elam, Helen Arlene Runquist, Carly Kathleen Valentino, Jill Nicole Truman, Lisa A. Mills, Kaylee A. John Hunman, Monique I. Sexton, Sarah Alicia Craig, James William Mee, Leslie Ann Adorno, Stephen D. Wigmore, Dot Monquoc Lee, Nicole Marie Huth, Aziz Jacob Khan, Felix Zhang, Esmeralda Batiz, Steve Lynn Robinette, Gina Marie Andre Hachio, Elisa Nami Zacher, Robert Hilliard, Whitney Celeste Wiley, Emily Ray Wennick, Christine Margaret Mitchner, Talima Z. Harris,
Wensheng Yan, Aishang Jiang, Ru Liu, Ziyun Tang, Felicia Marie Zaduaski, Jennifer L. Joyce, Jasmine L. Jones, Melanie Leanne Mitchell, Antoinette Lynette Bogan, Latus Bloom S. U, Abby Abraham, Emily Mary Gill, Vincent T. Murphy, Michael G. Parkowski, Anthony Michael Fatizzi, Timothy Daniel O'Donnell, Amir Kiri McGlone, Bruce Douglas Wartman, Bethany Michael Bushner, Lindsay Latier, Christopher I. Hollis, Rosemary Arrett, Jasmine T. Richardson, Kimberly Jefferson, Daphne Curler de Silva, Rashida K. Hardwick, Michael Graydon Roberts Jr., Robert Michael McWilliams, Melinda Patricia Capola, Yvette Marie Morales, Dalitha Yvonne Davis, Irene Marie Clark, Kirsty Michelle Kimmel, Amanda Gibson, Bismarck Kwaku Natal, Michelle Ladika Ramos, Atia Christina Nimmons, Natalie Rose Lauer, Crystal Joyce Agunlia, Callie E. Freund, Lauren Elizabeth Gorman, Megan L. Gibson, Colleen Ann Blair, Sonia Vospikian, Barbara Kennedy Mahoney, Shannon C. Y. Kaplan, Lynn Marie Lagnus, Thomas Michael Berger, Jr.
Tara A. Carver. Joelle Nicole Mitchell. Portia D. Edwards. Keith E. Johnson. Davita R. Wells. Lachey Janelle White. Janelle Ellen Morris. Portia Singh Montgomery. Erica Lynette Evans. Ebony Monet Sharper. Jennifer Lynn Dooley. Jamie Bates. Holly Lynn McManus. Jacqueline Kelly McDevitt. Allison L. Rosati. Kimberly A. Microwitz. Anthony N. Eloy Jr. Michael S. Gallagher. Peter A. Ruddle. Robert Carroll Louis Jr. Sheena P. Elavius. Matthew A. Brenner. Mark Brian Rutzier. Adam Charles Skull. Jessica Ebert. Siwen Liu. Angela Renee Hammonds. Allison M. O'Toole. Alexandra Louise Ladd. Lauren P. Mifsud. Colleen Marie Caliberti. Nicola E. McDonald.
Catherine Messina. Marlene Michelle. Julia Teresa Boyle. Stephanie N. Craniti. Courtney Nicole Alio. Brittany Nicole Boyd. Julian Campion. Debrina Renee Marie Burwell. Michelle A. Smith Lewis. Kelly Ann Yeager. Capulet Williams. Amber A. Jackson. Miriam C. McCleary. Jana Elaine Umberger. Elise Michelle Hauser. Vincent Thomas Ibarra. Emily Carolyn Grossner. Thomas J. Bernardo. Jennifer M. Archie. Croy P. Laughlin. Jesse Alexander Rivera. Shakira Peace. Rachel Joan Saunders. Caitlin Quinn McManus. Amy J. Zipkin. Ashley Rose Thomas. Beth Ann Lee. Charday Earhart. Autumn A. Eskridge. Cynthia Cotto Armstrong. Roxanne S. Joseph. Erica Ava Nelson. Danette R. Stevens. Matthew Lauren Woolaver. Megan Kelly Schramm. Andrew Mooley. Jacqueline Taggart.
Mercy Tomavling Say. Tara Robinson. Tiffany Irene Ferret. Christina Marie Cole. Emily N. Irons. Emily Julia Hoffman. Elizabeth Alice Quinn. Shannon Rose McNeil. Sophia Raptis. Sarah Marie Boyce. Felicia Mary Gamerick. Emily A. Boyle. Andrew Jeroman. Cynthia Nagasaki McManus. Alexandra Ann Cherokee. Dana Marie Schlepp. Brittany L. Gerard. Aswag L. Habodo. Sopita Todd. Sheena S. Ramser. Saitlin Ser Cabin Jelly. Makina Page Bevoir. Tanika Chabre Delita Robinson. Aaron Lee Hebler. Yasmin Kurdi. Samir Fathala. Ann C. Walsh. Matthew Joseph Ruggieri. Melissa Lee Lavelle. Banu Kutlu. Hima Bindu Gouda. Abrir Suleiman Arolu. Eamon Khalid. Portia Maria Washington. Elizabeth Marty Lomax. Datisha Sabrina Sims. Jeanette Daly Schultz. Kara A. Sakota. Tanya B. Bannerman Blango. Antoinette Pender. Tania Deneen Jones. Kevin Sean Simmons. Kalia Salim Moody. Christina Mary Wright. Janae Victoria Alizer. Sierra Monet Williams.
Brittany N. Brooks. Nichelle A. Lindner. Sharon Parker. Sharon Brunel Brown. Tahira M. Wilson. Naima cum laude Ricketts. Shannon Mercadante. Shanette M. Sophia Shabazz. Jennifer N. Stanley. Sarah Alobo. Nanochka N. Grandspien. Nicole Marie Ott Perron. Joshua Onaya. Yanping Jiang. Caroline Lynch. Anju Jake Thekumpa Rampil. Justin Robert Prophet. Luciana G. Mayo. David G. Jackson Jr. Mary Beth Peabody. Esteemed Jasmine Winder. Sasha Elise Tull. Nadia P. Hill. Ravi Naidu. James M. Solwar II. David D. Bickings. Roman M. Brooks. Nicole C. Caputo. Francis Edward Handlin. Amy Elizabeth Smith. Jason C. Smith. Jamie Sear. Rabtrina Faribi. Christina Lynn Boleg. Juan Idris Boleg. Tara A. Glenn. Musa M. Crawford. Lauren Marie Soli. Angelique Carroll. Salters Benjamin Davids IV. Machuska Matthew. Josephine A4 Dauphe. Amy Bonya Soya Bungay. Sorry. Andrea Barker. Brandon Kyle Abney Sr. Sean M. Sullivan. Jason Martkenowitz. Jared Walter Lauterbach.
Yes, one more time, let's recognize those students completing degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences. And now, at this point, I ask all of the graduates to stand, please.
Class of 2015, as a sign of your entry into the company of the learned, you may now move your mortarboard tassels from the right to the left.
Congratulations, and you need to sit down again. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. David Dorsey from the class of 1954. He is president of the Alumni Association of St. Joseph's University. David, would you come forward, please?
Thank you, Roz. Good morning. My name is David Dorsey. I'm the class of 1954. I welcome you to the Alumni Association. And you can do the math. The experiences we had on Hawk Hill impacted our lives and helped us learn what it means to be a Jesuit in Jesuit principles and the Jesuit of education, and apply those principles to everyday life. We have a shared commitment to strive for the Majas, to seek new ways, to work for the greater good. On behalf of the more than 60,000 alumni across the world, here and locally, I welcome you into the Alumni Association, men and women for others. I'm told the class of 2015 is the best class that ever graduated from St. Joseph's University. And you can ask any member for verification. Congratulations, good luck, and remember, as long as we share the passion for St. Joseph that you have right now, the hawk will never die.
Thank you, David. Thank you so much. We are about to conclude, but before we conclude, we do want to pause for a moment of prayer. The benediction will be offered by Reverend Joseph Godfrey of the Society of Jesus, Hogan Chair and Professor of Philosophy. So I ask you now to please stand.
Good and gracious God, we thank you for what you have made possible for those we honor, for those we applaud, for those we thank, for those who celebrate, those achieving and receiving because of their study and their service. Continue to send your Spirit upon these graduates and fill them with your wisdom and blessings. Let them enjoy their learning and take delight in new discoveries. They have learned well. Encourage them to teach others. They have received blessings. Let them now be a blessing. Let them be a light, especially in the darknesses that afflict the human family. Let them be a gift to others. Let them see ever more clearly your creation and your people. Let them nurture the young. Let them care for one another. Let them share with those in need. Let them accept challenges and opportunities. Let them contribute to the common good. We are grateful, as well as relieved, for our opportunities to encourage and support them. We especially appreciate those who have been with them through patience, sleeplessness, fatigue, resolve, and hard work. In the words of former United Nations Secretary General Dag Hammarskjöld, for all that has been, thanks. For all that shall be, yes. And to your blessing, let us say, Amen.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now we are about to conclude St. Joseph's University's marking 164 years of service to our students. So graduates of the class of 2015, we salute you. We're very proud of you for your achievements, and we wish each of you well in your life as you move forward in your journey. So I ask the honor guard now to please come forward to retire the colors. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to please remain in your places during the recessional until everyone has left the stage and we have marched down the aisle. And thank you so much. It's been a wonderful ceremony. We appreciate your attending.
Thank you.